Hey, what is up guys, Ozzy here back with another tutorial, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to fake the Super 8 film look on your Android device, and of course for free. So Super 8 film is something that we all had back in the day. We used to record our kids and stuff. This is super old and it gives out that, definitely gives out that vintage vibes. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it on your Android. This is my camera. It's camera FV5. I will give a version below, link below. First, go and set your frame rate to 24. 24 is the film frame rate. You should definitely set your camera frame rate to 24. And you should go also set your image parameters. Image parameters means the contrast, brightness and sharpness. One of the dead giveaways of digital footage is the over sharpening, so you should definitely get rid of that. Just put it on 0, that's the best. And you can see the after and before it's way too over sharpened, after it's much more natural and de-sharpened. And the next thing you can do is set crop guides. Crop guides help you with your composition when you are like saying which all will parts will be cropped, because we will be cropping this to 3:4. Sadly the crops are for 3:2, but you can just imagine a little bit more space on the two sides, so it can be 3:4. And now motion blur. You get the motion blur because of your shutter speed. Sadly you cannot adjust shutter speed unless you have camera 2 API enabled. Redmi Note 4, which is my phone, doesn't have it, so I'm going to show you a little trick. First you have go to touch to expose and select the area, and you should adjust your brightness. The aperture is fixed for your camera, and if you also fix your ISO, the only thing that the camera can adjust is so it will adjust your shutter speed and at least give you some motion blur. I have my clip here. I'm just gonna layer some green screen scratches, film scratches. Let's give some more authentic film. Let's go full screen, chroma key and enable it, and click on the show mask and adjust it so we get some scratches going, and click on the tick mark after adjusting it, and the scratches will be green because we just green screened it. So you can go to the color filter and click on the black and white filter if you want a black scratch. If you want a more lighter whiter color scratches, you can go and click on the negative filter. It will just reverse the colors and make it light. I'm going to select the black one, and let me just clip the 4:3 crop. I just made them in Photoshop. You will get this in the description below, and that looks nice. Let me go and adjust the colors. Super 8s are always super saturated, so I'm just gonna bump up the saturation, maybe like decrease the contrast, maybe just a little bit more. Let me just decrease or maybe increase. You have to experiment with it, like it depends on your video. Just bump up the saturation because usually it's super saturated. Now that looks about right. And let me just center the coconut tree in the background, so that looks nice. This is the great thing about cropping. You can center it, adjust it after thing. You have to bring your 4:3 crop to the front. Super 8s are always related to handheld footage. If you have some still footage, you can still make it look like handheld. You have to put the video as a leather and just go to the overall animation and zoom in a bit and click on the floating or drifting. Both will work, and that looks about right. And you can extend the 4:3 crop and bring it, don't forget to bring it to front, or else it will be in the back. Bring to front, and that's it. And I will change just color, just bump up the saturation as always, and just decrease the contrast for a faded film effect, and that's it. So I guess that's how you do a Super 8 effect on your Android device. You can actually color grade your footage like films with an app called Vesco. It didn't work out for me. It is probably my device. I will give the link below. and I just have a still shot from my video so you can get an example. There are tons of filters here. These are based off real Kodak films, so these are the gold ones, and these are really colorful and vibrant. There are also black and whites, and there are different types of styles, and you can select any one of them. This will definitely give out the film vibes. And after you selected one, you can just click on the save, and the video will be automatically saved into your gallery.